Okay, just going to show you some of the functions that are available through CBRN2. I'm using chemical CBRN2 as it's got a persistent agent incident, and there's various functionalities that we can do with this particular type of incident. So you can see on the map, what I'll do first of all is let's dim the map back so we can go to the map bar function and then dim the map back. This then allows the template and any units and any information, if we had drawings or text, to be able to stand out and just place the map back slightly. Okay, from here then we can see that the incident, which happened at 0900 hours, this is the initial template here, and this is where the hazard is at the moment, and it will go to the end of the template. This is a type B template for a persistent agent, so it's going to be no larger than 10 kilometers. And again, we can always check on the size of templates by double clicking using our pointer onto the map inside the hazard template, and then it will bring up the information that relates to the CBRN3, so 1 kilometers by 10 kilometers, and then the duration time inside the attack area of roughly 2 to 4 days and 1 to 2 days in the hazard. We obviously can't get a precise timing for this because it's off-gassing from where the incident happened, and temperature and all sorts of other elements associated with the weather are going to dictate to how long this is going to off-gas, and whether we as an organization are going to mitigate the off-gassing by decontaminating or whatever. So that's how it stands at the moment. But what CBRN-Analysis will do, if you leave it as its default settings inside file property setup, it will also show you the next weather if there is a significant weather change. So in this case, from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, template's going this way, and then in the next 2-hour period it's swinging down this way, and in the final 2-hour period there's another significant weather change of over 30 degrees and it's almost going at 180. So that's how the template will look on the map to the operator. Obviously what the operator could do is go into file property setup and do some changes so that they only see the 1-2 hour period and they don't see the future weather periods indicating as templates on the map. But let's go to the CBRN2, and the quick way to get to that is to use the shortcut icon. So we know we've got a chemical, so let's click on to that. There's our report. So if we double click or right click and ask it to edit, whichever way we want to do it, we can then bring up the report. There's the message information. But if we go to options and click onto here, and here you can see that it will indicate to us that it is a type B template that's been produced on the map. And then underneath, some information to indicate to the operator that the incident happened at 9 o'clock, and at the moment the time is 09:15 Zulu. But this time band is going to keep on expanding as long as the template is on the map. Then underneath that will be the available weather periods that are specific to this particular template at the moment. So we can see, because it's persistent, then the information is being shown to us that it's going to cover at least 6 hours. So it's going to take up 1 CDR. If it goes beyond this, next CDR will fit into place depending on how many CDRs we have in. The first indication you'll get is you'll see, or the operator will see, on the very first column there will be a small drawing to indicate the template that is being used at the moment for this period from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. template should be going in this direction, from 11 to 1300 hours in that direction, and from 1300 hours to 1500 hours in that direction. Okay. This then gives the ability for the operator to possibly look at the template. Let's just stop that for now. And then we can look at the template and then decide if the hazard is starting to off-gas down this way or down this way, then maybe we could clear this area here from the template, or go out, send recce surveys, see if there are any indications of any form of sensor or instrumentation to indicate that there is any residue of hazard there. If not, then maybe we could clear that area. Again, this depends on how long this template is physically going to be here, and how long it's going to take for it to completely off gas, or as I already indicated, unless we're going to do some form of decontamination to try and stop it off gassing. So that's one element, what we can do there, and that basically is partially allowing us to clear a persistent agent again after a wind change. In reality, we probably wouldn't have possibly as many wind changes as this, so this is just for demonstration purposes, but you never know, it could happen. And again, one of the things operators need to be aware of, if the wind heads down due south 180, it could always, again, if the hazard is still off gassing, head back up again. So again, just because we've cleared this area, again it may come back up and swing round this way. So there's various factors we need to take into consideration when we're looking at potentially clearing certain areas, again after a wind change. But that should be tied into national procedures of how you wish to use this functionality.